grandfather is of the same opinion, Miss Lanyon?
Yes. On Lantern Rite, the moon shall go dark. That's what the signs are indicating. Celestial observation isn't Grandpa's strong suit. But he discussed it with several other elders from our clan, and their conclusion was the same.
It's consistent with the information we've received from other sources as well.
You mean the whole thing? About the legend of Jeonju the Moon Devourer? Happening in real life?
Yes, that's one of them.
So it's true. I thought it was just a rumor.
It's true. But right now, the bigger issue is that all our sources indicate the phenomenon's gonna happen again. I'm not sure this bodes well.
Let's remain optimistic for now. We're making progress interpreting the artifacts, and Ganyu is consulting with the Adepti as we speak. Besides, apart from the incident at Wanmin Restaurant, there haven't been any other moon-related disturbances.
Ningguang, Keqing, and Lanyan! You're all here!
Oh, Traveler! And Paimon! It's been a while. Happy Lantern Rite.
Yes, happy Lantern Rite. What brings you here, though? I thought you'd be in the harbor enjoying the Shao lanterns.
You're certainly not the type to visit Yujing Terrace for no reason. Is there something I can help you with?
What? We're not allowed to just drop in on our friends during the festive season?
I was only teasing. You're welcome to visit us anytime you wish. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, and about all the moon business you were just talking about? We have something to show you. Here, take a look!
Whoa! Something really did take a chunk out of the moon.
Someone managed to capture a picture of it. Is this Jeonju, the Moon Devourer, then?
Even though we confirmed this event took place, I still can't quite believe what I'm seeing. Where did you get this picture?
From Xiangling! She found it when she was cleaning up after that customer caused a scene. She thinks they must have dropped it.
Wait, is this Chawang Terrace? No, it's just where I'm from. It said that Chawang Terrace was where the ancient people of Chenyu Vale communicated with the heavens. And in this picture, the moon happens to be right above Chawang Terrace. I was just surprised, that's all. It's probably just a coincidence.
That's interesting because the ancient people of Chenyu Vale migrated there from the chasm area.
The chasm? So, that place is involved too?
According to our investigation, that customer you just mentioned, Lu Xiangxiang, her father and grandfather were merchants in Liyue Harbor, and her mother and grandmother grow tea in Chaoying Village. A few days ago, she left her home in Chaoying Village to join a civilian archaeological team funded by Hoishan Hall, and ended up excavating some artifacts in the chasm area. These artifacts were then entrusted to Shigu Antiques and are set to be featured in an upcoming exhibition. Then, of course, the incident at Wanmin Restaurant occurred. We suspect something happened during the excavation that left her with quite the shock.
And now, it seems like she also went to Chawang Terrace and took that picture of the moon disappearing.
The chasm? Chawang Terrace? Things are getting pretty complicated.
She's not in a good mental state, so we took her to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some help. Why don't you come with me to check up on her? At this point, you seem invested in this case too. Then let's head there now.
Lady Yuheng. Oh, and the Traveler and Paimon are here as well.
What a pleasant surprise. Happy Lantern Rite.
I hope we're not interrupting, Dr. Baiju.
Not at all. I assume you're here to see the patient? Unless it's urgent, however, it would be best not to disturb her rest. It's quite unstable. She's even more agitated than when she first arrived. And she refused to cooperate when we tried to check her over. I had no choice but to prescribe a calming draught and to have her rest for 2 days.
So she's getting worse? That isn't the news I was hoping for.
It's just a precaution. Based on an earlier conversation with her, it seemed more like a fixation than anything else. She hasn't lost her mind.
That's right. When we asked about it, she kept insisting she was going to be famous far and wide. Well, it might not be far and wide, but she certainly made a name for herself around Yujing Terrace. Even some of the Qixing know who she is.
Not often, that's for certain. From my initial assessment, the patient appears to have experienced some sort of shock, and whatever it was seems to still be haunting her.
But what could have caused such a thing? The relics from the chasm? Or the moon above Chuang Terrace that night?
Come back in 2 days, and you might just have your answer.
I suppose that's all we can do for now. We'll take our leave then, Dr. Baiju.
Of course. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to stop by.
Speaking of those relics from the chasm, aren't they being featured in an exhibition tonight?
That's right. Are you planning to attend?
Yeah! We wanted to have a talk with Zhongli anyway, and now Paimon's even more curious about these relics.
I would, except every item in the exhibition had to be registered with the Ministry of Civil Affairs. So I'm afraid it's been spoiled for me. I reviewed them all myself. There are some rather peculiar artifacts, that's for certain. We're still working on decoding the ancient text that appears on them.
Yeah! The word jade appears a whole bunch, doesn't it?
Huh? How did you know?
Shincho told us. He said there were some ancient poems on them, too.
He's quite well informed, isn't he? Well, he's right. We believe they're direct references to the ancient nation of long gone. As for the other text, instead of regular poetry, it seems to be more like ceremonial language used to worship the moon and the gods.
The moon and the gods?
Well, looks like it's almost time for the exhibition. You two should head over. There's an usher at the harbor who will lead you to the venue. Not at all. The exhibition is free to the public. The people of Liyue have a great respect for our history and are eager to learn from it. Plus, the exhibition is being organized by Linlong, the owner of Shigu Antiques. As far as I know, it's been a long-time goal of hers to hold a cultural exhibition of this scale, where people can learn all sorts of information about the past.
Guess we're in for a real treat tonight, then.
Yes, have a great time. There's still more artifact decoding work I need to finish, so we'll have to part ways here. After seeing the picture you brought, there's a few ideas I'd like to follow up on.
You're hard at work even during festival season? Huh! You haven't changed one bit, Keqing.
I'm simply fulfilling the responsibilities of my position. That's all. All right, I should get going. See you later.
Well, guess we should head over to the harbor and find that usher.
Squall Fury! Search forth!
这个是吧？ Okay, I got 950. Huh. What's these? Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Maximus. Right there. Friends. Oh man, it would have been nice to be a little pet or a little floaty thingy. Damn, what was it for? Not food. Not materials. Can't be a weapon. Oh. Oh no way. This is a realm in this version. Outdoor furnishing, outdoor furnishing. Ugh.
I've got a bunch of interesting gadgets, all from my time
here.
with the Crux.
Ah, here for the exhibition? After you.
Please.
Whoa! Look at all the antiques on this ship! It's almost too much to take in!
Greetings. I trust you've been well since last we met?
Aha! Speak of the devil! You're right where Hu Tao said you'd be!
Ah, so Director Hu gave me away, did she?
Don't act like you're up to some super secret business! We know you just do whatever you feel like.
Yo, Traveler, Paimon, what's up?
It's been a while, you two. Happy Lantern Rite.
Beidou! Yunshin! It's great to see you! You're here for the exhibition too?
Yes. When I heard these artifacts were from ancient times, I just knew I had to come learn more about them. I mean, what a discovery, right?
Yeah, Ningguang pretty much said the same thing. She thought coming here might help culture me up or something. But as you know, I'm more of a fists and punches type of person. I doubt one exhibition is gonna change that.
You're too modest, Captain. You're the leader of the Crux fleet. That takes far more skill than just fists and punches.
Plus, at the end of the day, you still decided to come, even though you didn't have to listen to Ningguang.
Well, she's the Tianquan. If she can't even get an average ship captain like me to do her bidding, how's that gonna look?
You sure know how to think from her perspective, huh?
I guess I do. Anyway, how's everyone enjoying the exhibition? I heard that if you see something you like, you can negotiate the price with the owner and take it home.
Wait, so we can buy this stuff?
Indeed. Although Shigu Antiques is hosting this exhibition, many of the items come from private collectors. As long as both parties reach an agreement, you can make an offer of mora or an equivalent trade. Well, shall we continue our conversation as we look around?
Let's go! Paimon's super curious about all this stuff.
I knew that
Whoa,
picture was
look
gonna
at
mean
this
something.
painting! There's a huge toad on it. Could it be?
Huh. This material is quite unusual. It doesn't look like paper. More like silk, or some other kind of fabric.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Well spotted. This is a painting of Janju, the Moon Devourer, made primarily with mulberry silk. Such craftsmanship is rarely seen in modern-day Liyue.
Ha! Janju the Moon Devourer! Paimon knew it! That toad made it super obvious.
What's that? A new dish at Wanmin restaurant?
No! It's a kind of lunar eclipse. You heard about how the moon disappeared recently, right?
Oh, yeah. You're saying a toad did that?
That's what the legend says.
So, nothing to do with food then. Noted.
And the figure next to the toad. Is that the white horse Adeptus? From the stories I've heard, her palace lies on the moon.
That would seem to be a logical assumption. No. In fact, this item was discovered in Chenyu Vale, and many years ago at that.
Oh, so it's from Chenyu Vale?
Actually, that's not quite right. You see, this painting is primarily comprised of mineral-based pigments, such as cinnabar and azurite, which are usually found within stratified rock. This suggests its place of origin may very well have been the chasm.
You could have just started with that.
You're as knowledgeable as ever, Mr. Zhongli. I had only ever heard the legend of Janju the Moon Devourer, but now seeing it depicted in this painting, I wonder, if I purchased it, perhaps it could serve as inspiration for a new opera. Though I'm not quite sure who the painting belongs to right now.
A splendid idea, Miss Yoon. Perhaps in lieu of mora, you could offer the lyrics to said opera as recompense.
The lyrics? But to whom?
Why, to me, of course. I am the owner of this painting, after all.
Wait, so you're one of the private collectors of the exhibition? No wonder you knew so much about the painting.
But lyrics in exchange for a precious antique? My work could never possibly be of equal value.
I don't know about that. I'm not much of a scholar, but even I know your operas are in a league of their own.
An astute observation, Captain Beto. In my possession, this painting is nothing but a lifeless artifact. In your hands, however, it could be transformed into a new piece of art entirely. Quite the worthy exchange, no?
But I'm not sure when I'll be able to finish writing it. It certainly won't be ready this year.
Allow me to be equally forthright, Miss Yoon. This silk painting is merely a copy I made of the original work. There is no need for such concern over its value.
Huh? So it's a fake?
I had no idea you were such a skilled artist, Mr. Zhongli. I pride myself on having some knowledge of antiques, but I didn't notice anything that would point to it being a replica.
You never cease to amaze me, Mr. Zhongli.
You flatter me. All that said, Miss Yoon, you must accept. Truly, I insist.
Huh. He's gone from handing out fake Mora to fake paintings now, huh?
Your kindness is impossible to refuse, Mr. Zhongli. Rest assured, I'll be sure to return the favor.
I shall look forward to it.
Man, that was quite the find. I should buy something too, if only so I can show it off to Ningguang.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Wow. This bronze war chariot is really something.
It must have quite the story behind it. I've never seen anything like it before.
Do you know what this is, Zhongli?
Ah. I heard from Miss Linlong that a carriage made of Celadon jade was unearthed in the chasm. A copper canopy, a body adorned with flowing clouds and geometric patterns. Yes, this must be the one. A precious piece indeed.
This thing's gotta be thousands of years old, right? Crazy to think people back then were capable of such intricate metalwork.
Too often, we view the past and future through the lens of the present. Objects that fascinated us as children seem crude later in life. And that's only after a few decades or so of separation. If one were to stretch time across hundreds or thousands of years, one might discover that time is not always a force that pushes things forward.
It would seem the people of that era managed to create a remarkable civilization in their own right.
Makes me want to get my hands on this even more. Ningguang's gonna be so jealous, don't you think?
Ah, has this war chariot caught your eye, Captain Beidou?
Oh, you must be Linlong from Shigu Antiques. Nice to meet you. This exhibition has been amazing so far.
Well, that's all thanks to supportive patrons like you and Mr. Zhongli, of course. As for this war chariot, it was discovered by an archaeological team sponsored by Huishan Hall. The price comes in at 90 million Mora. How much?
90 million? Woo, looks like my eyes were a bit too big for my wallet.
Quite a bargain.
A bargain? 90 million Mora could feed Paimon for like 1,000 years!
And if you actually went on an eating spree that long, perhaps you'd be considered an antique worth that kind of Mora, too.
What, 90 million? Nuh-uh! Paimon's worth way more than that!
Well, if Mr. Zhongli thinks it's a good deal, I'm sure it's worth it.
Beidou's putting way too much faith in Zhongli. What if he's only here to drive up sales?
I'll take the chariot, Miss Linlong. Someone will come by with the payment.
Quite the discerning eye you have, Captain. After the exhibition ends, I'll have someone deliver it to the Alcor.
Actually, could you send it straight to Yujing Terrace? I'd like for the Tianquan to see the proof of my discerning eye for herself.
Understood.
Great! Yunjin and I both found something. What about you three? Want to keep perusing? And don't worry about the Mora, it's all on me. Nobody's going home empty-handed tonight.
I appreciate your kindness, Captain, but I'm afraid I have some private matters to discuss with Miss Linlong.
In that case, don't let us keep you, Mr. Zhongli.
Right this way.
Traveler, Paimon, perhaps you would like to accompany me.
What? So you can show us another bargain antique that's so far out of our price range it's not even funny?
Other people are always demanding Mr. Zhongli's time, but it's quite rare for him to extend an invitation himself. I wouldn't pass up this opportunity if I were you, Paimon.
Yeah, just don't forget to come aboard the Alcor for a drink later.
Yeah, guess you're right. Taking a quick look isn't gonna cost us anything. Let's go! These are all the jade pieces that were found, Mr. Zhongli.
These are a type of ceremonial jade. You're familiar with Chenyu Vale's rain jade, right, yes?
Oh, yeah! So these pieces are all used in the rain jade ceremony?
Well, you may not know, Paimon, but before the rain jade rite came into practice, Chenyu Vale was known for a different ceremonial tradition that also involved jade. The bee is used to honor heaven, the Tsong to honor earth, the Gui to honor the east, the Jiang to honor the south, the Hu to honor the west, and the Huang to honor the north. These form the 6 ritual jades. It's unfortunate, however, that Miss Linlong's set is missing both the Gui and Hu pieces.
Oh, I know. These jade artifacts are from such an ancient time. It's proved difficult to track them down, even for our establishment.
No matter. You happen to have precisely the piece I was looking for.
Huh? This broken jade token? I didn't expect this to catch your eye, Mr. Zhongli. It isn't one of the 6 ritual jades.
An affect belonging to an old acquaintance of mine.
An old acquaintance? One of your collector friends, Mr. Zhongli?
You could say that. Traveler, take a closer look.
It doesn't look all that special to Paimon. Just seems like a broken artifact.
Indeed. It's been thousands of years since the moon has appeared in such a form.
So, in the past, the moon wasn't always full. Then, could this missing chunk be from when Jianzhu devoured part of the moon?
It's worth looking into.
Your insight is invaluable, Mr. Zhongli. I had no idea how special this piece was. Since it has caught your interest, allow Shigu Antiques to cover the cost.
Oh, that is far too generous, Miss Linlang.
Not at all. I've always wanted to give people a chance to appreciate these snapshots of history. So holding an exhibition like this has been a lifetime wish of mine. And it never would have been possible without your help, Mr. Zhongli.
I merely put in a good word with a few acquaintances of mine.
And it had a profound impact. Without your recommendation, I doubt half of these collectors would have come to the exhibition. So, on both a personal and professional level, I owe you my thanks, Mr. Zhongli.
Wow! Zhongli actually did something useful for once.
Damn, her eyes look like she was about to pass out. What the?
3, 5, 7. $11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. You also enjoy counting in such a fashion, lost child? The same loneliness as them. It seems to exist in your heart as well. Me? I'm sorry,
don't remember. The shadow of the moon? Or a dream of time? I'm sorry. No one has asked me such things before. I've been here for so long. There is much I have forgotten. I know nothing of your arrival. All I know is the longing in people's hearts. Yet, I sense the moonlight's guidance within you, child. Perhaps that is what brought you here. You seem confused. Perhaps I can help in some way. The path home is... that direction. I believe someone told me that before. But I was never able to reach the end. You should take a look. No need. It would seem... my time has already run out. Farewell. May the moonlight ever shine upon you.
Wow! Jiangwei actually did something useful for once.
Your complexion looks rather ashen, Traveler. Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, what's wrong? Does your stomach hurt? Huh? What are you talking about? You were right here the whole time.
Ah, I see. I'm afraid we must take our leave, Miss Linlong. My friend has taken ill, and I must escort her to get some rest.
Of course.
Traveler, Paimon, please, come with me. Ah, yes. Regarding the payment for the Jade Token. Charge the expense to the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor if you would.
Whoa. I like that loading symbol. What the?
Guess someone's thinking of me. But this late at night?
Must be that consultant of yours. I bet he's out there spending all year more at the exhibition.
Yeah, he'd be the perfect employee if he just knew how to rein in the spending. But never mind him. Let's focus on the moon. We gotta see if it gets eaten tonight.
I don't think it's going to happen. We've been out here all night, and the moon's the same as ever.
It is quite late, and Chongyun's getting tired. How about we head back? We can come back another time.
Head back already?
Actually, I do have a new dish I'm testing out tomorrow. And as part of my New Year's resolution, I'm trying not to oversleep.
All right. Guess it just wasn't meant to be. Let's go. When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. When the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
Oh. There's a hole in the moon.
Wait, aren't we going to rest? Why did you bring us here?
Because I imagine the Traveler would like to know what just happened to her.
Oh, right. Ugh, Paimon's confused, though. She could have sworn you were there the whole time. Oh, how is that possible?
It sounds like her spirit formed an inexplicable connection with the being in that space. Ah, you suspected from the beginning, didn't you? Indeed, the being you met is the fabled White Horse Adeptus, and the original owner of this Jade Token. Her name is Tibai.
Wait, does that mean
No, she does not reside within this token, but rather within the moon's shadow. This token is merely a medium. Word has it you accomplished quite the feat in Nodcry. You and your friend brought the Frost Moon back to Tevat. Tell me, did you ever wonder about the other moon? The one that hung in its place for thousands of years?
We never really thought about it, but it must have been a fake, right? A fake moon!
Indeed, it was false. Its true nature, nothing but a projection of the moon. It also happens to be the prison that confines Zibai to this day.
Wait, the White Horse Adeptus is trapped inside that projection? Then we need to rescue her! But the moon in the sky right now is the real one, right? Where did the fake moon go? And why can't Paimon see it?
With the return of the true moon, the shadow naturally lost its place in the heavens. Now, it is disintegrating bit by bit. It's a process that comes and goes. When it occurs, it looks like the moon is being obscured by a black shadow. But when it stops, the shadow disappears and becomes invisible to the eye.
So, you're saying there's an invisible fake moon blocking the real moon right now?
Indeed.
Okay, this is not what Paimon was expecting.
My hypothesis is that people's wishes could be what trigger the periods of disintegration. After all, when you experienced that episode just now, it was precisely when Miss Linlong spoke of her own wish.
Wait, is that because the White Horse Adeptus answers people's wishes? The legend must be true then. So, that means the more wishes we make, the faster the fake moon will disintegrate, right? Then it won't be long before the White Horse Adeptus is free!
Quite the contrary. After countless years trapped inside, the two have merged into one. When the moon shadow is gone, Zibai will cease to exist in this world.
Oh no! So, by bringing the moon back, we actually hurt the White Horse Adeptus?
Do not burden yourself with such thoughts. Because of your actions, a promising opportunity has presented itself to us. Let us not forget, what is crumbling is also precisely that which imprisons her. Yes, and that is why I invited you here tonight. Your connection to that broken jade token confirms that you can do what I envision. However, while I had hoped to receive your assistance, this matter could have significant ramifications. I must admit a certain reluctance to implicate you in more of Tevat's secrets. Often, the deeper one's knowledge of such matters, the harder it becomes to extricate oneself from them. You are someone who once traveled through the boundless sea of stars. I cannot help but wonder, perhaps it is wrong for your fate to become too entangled with the fate of any one world. Such is your conviction, then. Since journeying beyond Lille, you have had ample time to reflect on these matters, it would seem. Very well. The first secret I must reveal is that Zibai has long since passed away. The being within the Shadow Moon is merely one of the 3 deadly selves she severed before her death.
Wait, the White Horse Adeptus is dead? Weren't you supposed to tell us how to fix this? Now it just seems even more impossible!
Please, remain calm, Paimon, and allow me to explain. The 3 deadly selves is a practice used by those engaged in spiritual cultivation. The intent is to sever the 3 vice-laden mortal selves to reveal one's true, pure self beneath. However, Zibai's 3 selves are more complicated in nature. Because in the moment before her death, someone preserved the shattered essence of her soul and placed the fragments within her 3 deadly selves. If we retrieve the 3 fragments of her soul, there is a chance we can restore her presence in the mortal realm.
So that means we can bring her back to life?
Yes, provided we retrieve the fragments of her soul's essence from the three deadly selves. Indeed, the being you encountered was Tibai's first deadly self, Ziju. After Tibai's death, she ascended to the heavens and became one with the Shadow Moon. The essence that resides within her is a heavenly soul, also known as Taiguang. Thus, this self is the closest to Tibai's true nature. That said, because she is trapped within the Shadow Moon, we have no choice but to seek out the other two soul essences first. Then we can unite them as one. Her second deadly self is called Ziju. After Tibai's death, she fell into a slumber deep beneath the earth in what is now known as the Chasm. The essence within her is the Earth Soul, also known as Xuangling. She is the self that inherited most of Tibai's memories and wisdom.
The chasm? So, do we have to go there to find her?
That won't be necessary. I sensed her presence on the jade carriage from earlier, the one at the exhibition. It's possible the return of the Frost Moon awakened her, and she emerged from the chasm alongside that batch of ancient artifacts.
Wait! That must be why you agreed to help with the exhibition! To investigate the artifacts!
Indeed. So in truth, Miss Linlong was the one who helped me. The third deadly self is Zichao. The essence within her is the human soul, also known as Yojing, Zibai's shade. Thus she is the most free-spirited among the three. She lent me her aid during the Archon War, 1,000 years ago. But later, as her powers waned, she retreated into the mountains. I imagine finding Zichao should prove the most troublesome, so I shall take it upon myself to track her down.
So, we need to find the second deadly self, right? But where do we even start?
Locating her should not prove difficult. In life, Zibai was fond of mortals, and as the self who inherited most of her memories and wisdom, Ziju should be the same. It's possible she has possessed someone, and is meandering the bustling streets of Liyue Harbor as we speak.
Possess someone? Wait! Are you thinking what Paimon's thinking, Traveler?
What if she raided a tomb and dug up some super special relic, then got herself haunted by an ancient ghost?
Exactly! Lu Xiangxiang!
It seems you have a lead in mind already.
She could still be at Boo Boo Pharmacy. She was super agitated when she first got there, so Baishu gave her some calming medicine and told us to come back in 2 days. Do you think it could be her, Zhengli?
It's quite possible. The deadly selves are impure beings that can easily influence mortal minds. A sound plan. Well, I should get started on my own investigation then.
But you're leaving already?
I must. Zichao went into hiding after the Archon War. If I am to have any success tracking her down, and there's no guarantee, I should start sooner rather than later.
But there's still so much you haven't told us! Like, who the White Horse Adeptus actually is, and how she died in the first place! Not to mention who it was that preserved the fragments of her soul.
Should our endeavor prove successful, then naturally those answers will follow. If not, speaking of them would be rather meaningless. It would seem that this is a question you are unwilling to set aside. Very well. I shall tell you. It was the Avatar of Time. Ah, so you know of her existence.
The ruler of time saved her soul.
Indeed. Preserving what remained of Zibai's soul in the moment before her death. Only the power of time could be capable of such a thing. However, there is no telling what effect it has had on the three deadly selves. In other words, you must exercise caution when seeking out Zizhi. On the night of Lantern Rite, countless Shao lanterns and the wishes written upon them will be released into the sky. I estimate that this event will trigger the Shadow Moon's collapse. When that happens, the cage that confines the first deadly self will open. That is our moment to act, but also the moment where all could be lost. For if we fail to retrieve the other 2 soul fragments in time, Zibai's resurrection is hopeless. As I mentioned before, the answers to your remaining questions should come in time. Providing our efforts bear fruit, let us hope that all proceeds smoothly in the days to come.